Hi traders, Anthony here. So we have lower highs, Bitcoin, higher lows. Interesting setup. And we've had this move here. Is this a serpent pattern, is it? So we don't know which way this is going to strike. Is that how you do it? Or it could head that way. Oh, I shouldn't be so silly. All right, let's get serious. So, I mean, we're coming into a tight squeeze here. And yeah, I mean, it's going to pop out in either direction. So how do we navigate around this? The market is pretty well undecided. My bias is bullish. Yeah. Okay, with some question, but definitely my bias is bullish. We've had plenty of kind of momentum here pointing north. So I guess for me, I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff we could look at here. This is doing nothing more than retesting this low here of this range. Right, so we had this range prior to that move. We've got, I guess if we want to get involved here, we could map out the range prior to that move there. So we have this range in here, or prior to that impulsive move. So a couple of levels there that of interest. And then, of course, we've got, well, I mean, a bit of a level through here as well. You could pull a line through here and consider that. Then you could consider that. And it's never ending. But, that kind of sums up, where we could see the market react more or less. Just take it down to an hourly and just have a look and see what that looks like. There you go. So we've got some levels. We could hold here possibly and continue on, given that we've got some upward momentum in this little channel here. But I mean, how do we navigate this? I mean, it could fail here, and we have a bit of a price gap under here, I would say. So with the price gap, this could, if this breaks this low, we could get the market's looking for, like this move here, for example, the range from where it originated. So that could be a thing. That could be a thing here. Getting a bit messy. All right. So with that in mind, it could head in either direction. It's retesting this low, and we're coming into a tight squeeze. I have to revert to my trusty indicators. I have to. I love them. Let's bring it on. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, there we have it. In terms of volume, traded volume, there's your resistance through here. We're testing this low. There it is. There's a little bit of a thing here, a price gap here. It's kind of what we were talking about. And then it gets heavy down here, like in terms of traded volume, right through here. I actually have a price gap above here. All right. So if we can hold this range now and wiggle around somehow and break that, then we've got a target here to consider, but big resistance above. Okay, if we break to the low, it could pull back down into around here and see what happens. I think the bulls will definitely step in. There seems to be, buyers are pretty keen at the moment. So the other thing we've got with our wonderful indicators is a weekly level, and the yellow one is a daily. All right, we can have a look back. So weekly and daily levels kind of come into confluence. So this is a big level down here. All right, so then we can kind of really establish this range between these two weekly levels here as big resistance, support, I should say. So we can color that. Where are we? I've got a thing here. Resistance. No, it's the wrong one. Dearie me. I'm having one of those days. There it is. Color it green. All right, so we got that. Now that I've drawn all over the chart, let's delete everything. So how can we get involved here? Well, let me just back this off. So the thing you can do with this, by the way, this accumulation distribution, you can enable and disable it, but you can take out the extended historical level, and it only shows you the patches back here where you can draw across if you want to. See here and down here. All right, or you can extend it, and then you can back it off, and so you can do all this stuff with it. It's pretty cool. There we go. Let's just leave it at that. So let's go out of here for a bit, and I want to have a look at, like, I mean, how can we get involved with this? I did a video yesterday on this concept of looking at the 1 hour and the 15, and I mean, yeah, the higher time frame. So the trend is bullish. On the 1 hour chart, we've broken out of our cloud. We've broken out of our cloud. It's a bullish breakout of the cloud. So I quite like that. And on the 15, we've broken out of the cloud as well. This is actually looking very interesting here. With that in mind, as per the video that I did yesterday, how do we know where and how where we can get involved? Well, I come down to the 1 minute chart. This is it up the top here. By the way, you can have access to my indicators for 7 days. You can try it for 7 days without any cost whatsoever. And after that, there's a $19.95 a month option if you want that. So, I mean, it's ridiculous. So go to the link below the video and jump on board, guys. Grab this, get access to the Telegram group, everything. So what we do is we come down. So I want to make sure that the daily, the 1 hour chart has broken the cloud, and we've got that on the 15. All right, and we're trading above the cloud on the 4 hour. So my higher time frame bias is to the upside. So what I'm going to look for then is, and as I said in the last video, that the one I did on TradingView, we're looking for opportunities after the price breaks out of this cloud here. Bullish opportunities. If it breaks into the cloud, out of the cloud bearish, then obviously we're looking for sell opportunities. So I'm looking for buy opportunities, and with this being a bit of a roadmap now, we've got all our support and resistance. We've had a look at the higher time frame. Whoops, hang on. We know that we're testing a big level under here, and you can see we've got a daily. Okay, it's come down, retested a daily key level on the daily time frame here, rejected, and we're starting to rotate. All right, so this is the 1 minute chart. All right, so I kind of like what I'm seeing. I mean, can this roll over and head south? Absolutely, it can. We don't have any indication that we need to get involved yet. All right, so with that in mind, let me just kind of clear some of that. Where to from here? Okay, so we've got the higher time frame perspective. We know that there's a price gap under, right? We know that we're testing the base of this range. So we could trade to the downside, or we could wiggle our way through here, and we got a price gap to the upside. Given it's bullish, we've had our breakout of the cloud. We come down to the 1 minute, and we're waiting now. We're just waiting. If we get our signal, which is going to be Well, there's a red break. I didn't want to counter trend trade it though. So here, this green line is giving us the go ahead to go long. Pretty much, it's the breakout of the cloud on the high, on the 15, on the on the 1 hour. All right, so there's a pullback, and all I'm waiting for now is if we see continued momentum here. All right, we've got a break of this range. All right, higher highs. We're getting now a break of these highs. And if we get a green one of these, this is the red one was back there. If we get a green one of these, my cue to enter long is going to be after the signal, a little bit of a pullback, and then that's where we go long. All right, so we just got to wait for the signal, pretty much. It's as easy as that. And you can see them all coming into our alerts log over here. That was a 3-minute signal back here. I think that might have been this break here or something like that. But yeah, I mean, and I've got the signals set up on the 1-minute chart. So, and with that video that I did yesterday, we went back and looked at wherever this setup occurred previously, we'd had a pretty good result. All right, so here's a situation. I mean, look back here. Yeah, it's a no-brainer, but there's a breakout, and what the 1-minute chart's going to give us, it's going to, we have our breakout on the 1 hour here, but how do you know when to get involved? And so the 1-minute chart's going to tell us. It's going to say, well, it could have been here, it could have been here, but it's going to give us the signal on the 1 minute when we're trading out of this, like when it pulls back. There's a little bit of consolidation on the lower time frame. When we start trading out of that, it'll give us the trade out with momentum. So that's absolutely a bonus. Just out of curiosity, let's just do that and see where the signals were, and then I'll wrap up the video. But guys, look, seriously, this is a wonderful, wonderful trade setup, strategy, indicators, and does give some really nice opportunities. We might have to go back too far, go back a fair way. Oh well, we'll just keep. Yeah, we're heading there. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, it's way back. Let's go back and just have a look and see how those signals shape up. You can see the crosshair below. We're catching up. It's down here. So I'll just pull this back to our green thing here. And I just want to see what these signals look like. So we're looking for the first two green signals after. Okay, so there's our break here. That's it there on the 1 minute. So we get the breakout, but then we don't do anything until we see the green signal. All right, the green up arrow. All right, so it trades up, does its thing. All right, we don't get it. We got it here. Okay, we're looking for the green, not the red. The red's, it's a breakout. It's not a buy signal. It's telling us that we've got a stop run here. Okay, so there's our green here. All right, so as we're trading out, we see this rotation, and then there's a stop run, and then it continues on, and we've got another one here. So that's our entry, and then we set up our stop losses off the higher time frame, off the, the 15-minute or the 30-minute chart, if you want, and then you stay out of the, you kind of avoid this volatility. Hope that makes sense. It's not complicated. I mean, it's very, very it's simple. The indicators do all the heavy lifting. So this is where you would have got involved here. You can see, right? So you enter on the 15-minute, and your stop loss is going to go under here. There's your entry, and you set a target 1 to 2 or whatever, and then you just follow it up. We just open this up. We're trading it on the higher time frame, the 15 or the 30. And but we're just finding our entry, our ideal entry on the 1 minute. So it tells us, and we just trail it. So we go in, we close 80% of our position early always, and we're getting in after a breakout on the higher time frame, in out of the cloud bullish. So we're just following the momentum pretty much. Entry, and there would have been another entry here as well, trading out of that. You could have taken that. And yeah, I mean, look, and look, you can build your position, and you follow these dots with your stop loss. If you want to, just stay back a little bit from the cloud, like just set your stop loss up under here. Well, there you go. See that there's a stop run right here, and then there's another one here. But look, it's up to you. You can trail it following the outer if you want to. Keeps you in longer. The stop loss is under here, and look what happened there. We came out unscathed there, so the choice is yours. But I mean, look, take your money and run. That's what I'm saying. If this took out your stop loss here, look how much money you've already made. And you look for the next opportunity to get in, and on the lower time frame, it's most likely going to be around here somewhere. This break, most likely on the 1 minute, you would have got that, and then you're in for another. Okay, guys. I mean, that pretty well wraps it up, I think. Bitcoin, where to next? Well, yeah, I'm waiting for the opportunity to shape up on the lower time frame here, and my bias is to enter long bullish. Okay, with that, hope you have a great day. Safe trading. See you in the next video.